Greetings, fellow underdogs. Underpunch Swinson here, welcoming you back to our second battle. And we're going to be bringing this battle we're going to be bringing this team for 3 battles. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. Going up against fellow underdog Burnlight. Oh man. Okay, so we see he's bringing a mono electric. Wow, this guy is real. Wow. I don't even know what to expect with a mono electric team. Kind of want to lead Jolteon as well. I love leading Jolteon. Does he have any electric immunities? He does. His Jolteon is electric immunity. I mean, I could lead. I'm expecting a Golem lead on his end, or either Golem or Mulga. I mean, he can lead with anyone on his team technically. Slowbro is not the right person to bring into this team. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to either lead Caesar or Corbaka. Because I don't really see him having any like hidden power fire. I mean, he probably should have a hidden power fire on his team for grass types, but there's no reason for me not to lead Caesar. I'm expecting either a Golem, a Mulga, or Jolteon lead on his end. More so Golem to set up Stealth Rocks maybe. So I don't know. Not really good for me because Steel does not affect Electric, but I can easily U-turn out. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So let's do it. Burnlight. Let's have the best of games, man. So this is our second battle with the team. Like I said, we're going to be doing these segments. We're going to be doing 3 battles. 3 battles or with a specific team. Electra, who's that? Golem. Okay, I did expect the Golem to come out. I could easily... I'm trying to think. I could very much easily... go for the... Hold on one second. Let me knock this out of the way because I don't know why that's there. I could easily go for a Swords Dance here and set up. Because like I said, I know my opponent's going to Stealth Rock. I know my opponent is going to Stealth Rock. And I'm especially defensive, so let's do it. Let's just set up. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to. He's either going to set up Stealth Rock or he's going to like do like Rock Polish or something. I don't know. So there's really no reason not to, man. So we do see the Stealth Rock, which is completely cool. I'm just going to go ahead and... I mean, I have Roost. I have Roost. Plus, I can live anything he does. Let's go for a Bullet Punch, get some damage off. See how much damage that does before we set up another Swords Dance. Hopefully we can take out this Golem. Obviously, Golem is really Wait. He has a Rocky Helmet? Wow. Okay, so Earthquake isn't stab, and I'm physically defensive. So that shouldn't do too much damage. Wow, that didn't do anything at all, actually. You probably want to go for a Stone Edge here. We did see that I am faster, so I'm going to go ahead and set up another Swords Dance. There's no reason not to. No reason not to set up another Swords Dance on this young man here. I mean, he could switch out here into something on his team that has Hidden Power Fire, and which would be really, really bad for me. Maybe a Mulga has Hidden Power Fire, I don't know. But we should be fine here. We really should be. He probably is going to go for a Stone Edge, which is completely fine. I'm faster than him, as we see, so I can just Roost back up if need be. He goes... Wow, my opponent's real. He goes for a Rock Blast. That should be fine either way, but this guy is real. So he's probably not carrying a Stone Edge then. Wow, is he literally gonna hit all of them on me? Wow. Actually, that's really cool because one of my favorite moves from Golem is actually Rock Blast. Actually, that's probably my favorite move in this game. The more you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and Roost up. I'm going to go ahead and Roost up. No reason for me not to. No reason for me not to Roost back up, actually. So that's pretty cool. He goes for the Rock Blast again, which is completely fine by me. I feel like this guy's going to hit every single Rock Blast, man. I'm just going to go ahead and Bullet Punch again. Maybe Roost back up the next turn. I have leftovers. I should be fine. I should be more than fine. I know he has the Rocky Helmet, and I know he's going to rack up some damage on me, but like I said, I should be fine. I'm expecting a Hidden Power user to be on his team of some sort. I'm not really liking the fact that he has the... Your Rocky Helmet does so much damage. Oh, my Lanta. He's just going to keep going for the Rock Blast. He hits every single one. I feel like I never get any luck in terms of hacks. But that's completely okay, man. Caesar is a G, man. Caesar is an absolute G. Like I said, this Caesar is completely defensive. So we should be able to Roost back up here. I'm expecting something to be hidden power fire on his team. And I'm probably just going to sack off Caesar in favor of taking out something else on his team. But basically, if he's going to stay in and keep rock blasting me, there's no reason for me to not set up Caesar to maximum potential. Caesar with max swords, dances, etc., etc. There's no reason not to. So, because that Rocky helmet, man, is doing a lot of damage. So, in terms of nerfs and buffs, they actually nerfed. Not so. What was the move I'm looking for? They nerfed the burn, man. They nerfed the burn. They nerfed paralysis. It's crazy, man. He did a lot of damage. Hopefully we can get him to miss a rock blast or something. But I'm gonna roost back up here to full health so I can be tip-top healthy for the next foe that comes in. Like I said, I'm expecting some kind of hidden power user on his team, hidden power fire. Maybe someone on his team can learn a fire move. I don't know. Hopefully he misses a rock blast if he goes for it. Now he's gonna go for another earthquake, which is completely cool. Hopefully he does the least amount of damage possible. Okay, I can go out with that. All right, I can go with that. So we're gonna bullet punch. We're gonna take a heck of a lot of damage from Rocky Helmet, but what can we do, man? What can we do? We did our best. So we're gonna go ahead and take out this golem. Stealth Rock is on our side of the field, which my Kalista does not like. And I don't have a spinner or anything. I feel like Rocky Helmet might have gotten a buff because it does so much more damage than I remember, man. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm expecting him to go into something here that's going to counter this Caesar. I know Caesar can take a regular electric hit, but he's going to go into Raging, which is the Electabuzz, who does pack a Fire Punch, which is not good for me at all. So I could sack off my Caesar in favor of a ×4 Bullet Punch, or I can switch out into something that can withstand a Fire Punch. Probably just sack off, man. I'm not trying to get too crazy in this game. I don't really need Caesar for anything, quote unquote. And I don't outspeed this guy, so there's really no reason for me not to just kind of sack you off. Yeah, Caesar kind of did his part, man. There's really no reason to preserve. I'm just going to bullet punch and do as much damage as I possibly can to you. I know it's resisted, but... And he's semi-tanky, but wow! Wow, it did so much damage! Fire Punch is going to take me out, unfortunately. But it's all good. It's all good. I think it was worth it, especially with all that damage that we just saw Caesar do with that crispy, young, fresh Bullet Punch. We could go out in the Jolteon here. We could also just go out into our Korobaka. And go for a Sucker Punch, maybe? I say we do that. I say we go out into our Korobaka and just get a Sucker Punch off, man. There's really no reason not to. Really no reason not to. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to Sucker Punch. He could switch out here, which I wouldn't put past him to do so. But I am Assault Vested. So this thing is physical, or physically offensive, as we saw. But that should be more than okay. He's probably going to switch out. He's looking like he's probably going to switch out. Which, if he does, I think that's okay on my end. I have more than enough priority users on my team. I could go for a free Stone Edge here, but I do believe this thing is faster than me, so it wouldn't be the freest thing in the world. But my opponent's taking a really long time to decide. What are you doing, man? He does with the withdrawal, which is unfortunate for us. That would have been really nice if I did Stone Edge there. That would have been really, really, really nice if I did Stone Edge there. But there's no reason not Stone Edge now. He could para me. He could very much para me, but there's no reason not to go up for a Stone Edge. He's going to Encore me into Sucker Punch. Oh, my Lanta! Man. That's fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I say we can go out into something like Jolteon. Maybe get a free Pulse Switch off, because I know this thing packs Air Slash, which is okay. So I'm going to switch into Jolteon. I'm going to take a little bit of rock damage. I should have just Stone Edge. There was really no reason for me not to Stone Edge. Mainly because I knew that I could have taken a hit. He's going to go into his Vicky Volt, which it's interesting. It's very interesting to say the least. Very, very interesting to say the least. I do see why he switched out. Maybe he was packing Energy Ball or something. But I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch out. Because this thing is way too tanky to take any kind of hit. So I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch out here. Into my Marowak, maybe. Because there's nothing that this thing can do to me with my Marowak. Now, the Stealth Rocks are going to kind of suck. So I do wish I had a spinner of some sort on my team. But this thing can't do anything to me unless he's packing a hidden power. Unless he's packing a hidden power, goes for the bug buzz, which I'm going to resist, which is completely fine. Like this guy has a pretty good mono electric team. I didn't, obviously didn't build to counter against him or anything. This is really tough, guys. This is really, really tough. Not too sure who he would go into here. A lot of options on his end who he could go out into. But there's really no reason for me not to Shadow Bone. I think we're just going to Shadow Bone. I think we're just going to, we could Earthquake, but we know this thing isn't staying in. We know for a fact this thing isn't staying in. And I could Flare Blitz, but I'm just going to Shadow Bone because I want to try to preserve and keep as much health on this thing as I possibly can. Flare Blitz would probably take everything else on this guy's team out, but we need to get as much damage off on this thing as possible. So we're going to see the withdrawal. Hopefully I can one-shot whatever he brings in. Is that the... Oh, he's going to bring back out the Emolga. Wow, this guy's real. So this thing's probably going to withstand it. Or maybe it has a Focus Sash or something. Focus Sash? No Focus Sash. Okay. Which is awesome. I expected it to have Focus Sash. But no more Sucker Punch. What's really good about this game is I'm pretty sure... Well, I know Shinx is... Not Shinx. What is it? Is that what it's called? I know Shinx is a... Well, actually, this is not good for me because he probably has something like Earthquake. He's not going to go for the Thunder Punch. He's clearly not going to go for the Thunder Punch. So what is he going to go for? Is he going to go for something like Earthquake or something? I'm going to go on to Slowbro to kind of play mind games, maybe, if I can. Because Slowbro, I don't really need Slowbro on this team because his team is all electric, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, the rest of this guy's team is kind of physical. The rest of this guy's team is kind of physical. Or special, I'm sorry. So that's good for our core Baka because I am assault vested after all. So he's going to go for the electric move here. I could go out into Mimikyu, try to withstand it, or I can just stay in and try to withstand whatever it's going to be, which I think we should do. Actually, you know what? No, this is the perfect time for me to go out into Jolteon. This is the perfect time for me to go out into Jolteon. He's going to withdraw. That's huge for me. That's really, really huge for me, actually. I see why he did that because I'm really, really tanky. I definitely see why he did that. There was really no reason for him not to do that. And it's not the best for me because of rocks. Like I said, I really, really need my Caesar would have been really good here. Caesar would have been really, really, really good here. He's gonna keep withdrawing that Electivire, which I don't like. And I know I can take something in with Jolteon. I'm expecting him to go for Energy Ball here. I really, really am. I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. I want to. Is it worth it though? Is it worth it? Is the question. I think we Shadow Ball. He withdraws, which is perfect. He's gonna go into his Jolteon. Yes, yes, yes. I made the right call. I made the absolute right call because I was thinking he could have switched into Jolteon. And that is absolutely amazing. And we get the special defense drop, which is absolutely perfect. Now we can keep firing off Shadow Balls. This game is going in our favor. This game is going huge in our favor. So he's going to Shadow Ball us, which obviously he can't possibly do more damage. I'm modest Choice Spect. Was that a crit? Wow, he's Choice Spect as well. That's crazy. So this should take him out. He has to be Choice Spect himself because his Shadow Ball did a lot of damage for not being a crit. So clearly that Jolteon is Choice Spect. But we got that threat out of here, which is completely fine. Which is completely fine. He goes on to Roy. Who's Roy? Roy is the... Ooh, he intimidates me. It's interesting. I think there's no reason not to sack off our Slowbro here, question mark. I do have Mimikyu in the back as well. I don't know what all moves this thing gets. I know I can learn like a handful of different moves like Crunch, etc., etc. And I don't want to sack off my Jolteon just yet. He doesn't have any priority users on his team, so I kind of want to sack off my Slowbro. He's not going to go for a Thunder move because I have Volt Absorb. So he's probably going to go for Crunch. He's going to go for Crunch or like, I don't know, something like weird, like Facade or something. Some weird, awkward move, man. So I think this is the perfect time for me to sack off Slowbro. I don't really need it anymore. I don't really need Slowbro. His team is all electric. Slowbro's water. Other than taking a hit, there's really nothing that Slowbro can do in this game. So, gonna go out into you. I know he had the crunch, but like I said, there's not much I could do about it. I could have went into Korobak. Wow. Expected that to do a lot more damage. I could play Mind Games here. I could play Mind Games and go out in Jolteon here. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to go back in the Jolteon and get a free Volt Absorb move. If I can do that, that would be absolutely huge for me. Because I'm going to sack off Slowbro anyway, so. If he doesn't go for if he goes for another Crunch, that's really bad for me. Yes, he goes for the Wild Charge, which gets me a fresh Volt Absorb. So that's good. Getting Kelly more HP, because if I switched into a couple more rocks, Kelly would have went down, so. That's always good for me. So I'm going to Volt Switch out. Get a little bit of damage on this thing, which is always good for me. We definitely... Oh, yes. That's the damage I needed. Okay, that was a crit. Okay! I should have known better. I was like, yo, that's the damage we needed, but I should have known it was a crit, because this thing obviously has to be invested in HP. We're going to go out in the Slowbro here. We have to. There's no reason not to. Maybe we can play Mind Games with him. Maybe we can make him think that we're going to switch into Jolteon again, which is really cool. So he goes for the Crunch again. There's no reason for him not to just Crunch again. There's really not. So I'm going to stay in, and I'm just going to go for a Scald. I'm expecting to sack off Slowbro here. So I'm expecting to have Slowbro go down, which I'm completely okay with. So we're going to Scald, maybe hope for a burn. Maybe he has Guts. I don't really know. He goes for another Crunch, which is okay. Hopefully we live it. Maybe. Yes, we do live it, which is perfectly fine. On our end, maybe we can burn this thing. Maybe it has Guts. Who knows? Citrus Berry? What does he have? What kind of berry is that? Wow. Wow! It was a citrus berry. Okay. That's completely okay. So we're gonna go ahead and sack off. We're gonna go ahead and sack off our Slowbro here. No reason to keep in and stay in. So he's gonna go for another Crunch, which is completely okay on our end. Now we go into Mimikyu and get a sweep. We get ourselves a mini Q sweep. A mini Q sweep. I think we sweep anyway, so no reason not to. Like I said, unless he's packing something weird. Unless he's packing something completely really weird. I'm just gonna Swords Dance and we set up a sweep. Unless he has like Thunder Wave or something weird. We should get ourselves a mini Q sweep. A mini Q sweep, as I like to call it. He goes for the Crunch, which is completely fine. It's not resisted, but it's neutral. But my Disguise pops, and I don't think I get a Defense drop, which is completely okay. And we're just going to go for a Shadow Claw here, because we don't want to miss. We're going to go for a Shadow Claw, because we do not want to miss. Which is completely awesome. That was a huge play that I made. Oh, it was a crit. I don't think the crit mattered. Actually, the crit didn't matter, even though that thing is moderately tanky. It's not really that strong of a mon. But the big, like I made a big play with that Jolteon switch in, because I felt like he was gonna Thunder Fang me, and it was gonna hurt my Slowbro. It was gonna hurt. I don't think it would have killed my Slowbro in one hit, but it was definitely going to hurt. So I feel like that was a really good play on my end. This thing is probably packing Flash Cannon, so I wanna play Rough It, but I'm gonna just Shadow Claw and do as much damage as I possibly can. There's no reason to go for a play rough and potentially miss, man. There really isn't. I'm gonna be real with you guys. There's no reason to go for a play rough and potentially miss. Ooh, it lives on nothing. Wow. So I know he had the Flash Cannon, which is completely fine. It's completely fine. I couldn't risk it, guys. I couldn't risk going for a play rough and it missing. That would have been absolutely huge. This thing is pretty dang slow. So we're safe to go into our Jolteon and Volt Switch out here. Or maybe just Shadow Ball. Maybe I just Shadow Ball the rest of what this guy has to offer. We know he has the Electivire in the back, so I think we're just safe to Shadow Ball the rest of this guy's team. We're not even going to play any games. We're just going to Shadow Ball the remainder of this guy's team, because let's play it safe. There's no reason to go out into something that could potentially outspeed, or, I mean, I know this thing is pretty slow, but, you know, it's pretty crazy. But it's crazy that he lived on that inch, but like I said, I couldn't risk going for the play rough and missing, because if that missed and because that thing was moderately the most tankiest thing on his team. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't risk it, man. But that was a really good game to my opponent. Like I said, I feel that for a mono... Wait, he's Choice Scarfed? Wow. Wow, that's huge. He's choice scarfed. He just outsped my Jolteon. I am so grateful that I have Sucker Punch on my Korobaka. I am so grateful that I have Sucker Punch. That's why he switched out earlier. I couldn't debate or decide why he switched out against Slowbro earlier. It was because he was choiced into Earthquake. Wow. Really good game to my opponent. This would have been really bad if I didn't have a priority move on my Korobaka, because he would have been able to get a sweep with his Choice Scarf Electivire. But man, that was a really good game to my opponent, especially that Choice Scarf at the end. Man, that was absolutely incredible. Wow, man. Definitely a crazy game. Good game to you, Burnlight. That was wow. That was really nice, man. I feel like these battles so far are just going so crazily, man. I don't even know how many times I said crazy, but that was a crazy battle. I think the deciding factor in that game was me being able to set up so much with Caesar in the beginning, and then being able to take down so much of that Electivire's health. Because if we didn't get Electivire down to that little HP that we saw, it would have been, really bad. So that was a really good game, Burnlight. Thank you so much for the battle, man. And guys, just remember, together we can overcome the odds. Underpunch Swinson out.